60 years. However, for today, I will use an ABCDE approach to share with you how we should understand the issues and present them to the people. Because sometimes people talk about too many things and people get confused. What is not covered in the ABCDE here, which I'm going to summarize, is the liberation part, where the NRM was involved in the liberation process between 1965 and 1986. That one I will not go into. But our theme today of protecting the gains and ensuring a qualitative leap to high middle income status is our logical next step now, given what we have already gone through. Everything we are saying is linked. It is not one thing, they are all linked. And they are all in this manifesto. Now, under A, I have got 7 points, which are what Secretary General Tolong and Byalahanga talked about. What the NRM has given to Uganda has first of all been peace. Peace to the country. No war. And security. This has been ensured by you people, the Wananchi, and the UPDF. So this is number one. This is number one gain. Peace and security. Peace is assured. Our army is very strong. Nobody can bring war here. If you bring war here, we destroy you. Where we need to do some work is on security, because security involves crime. And that crime sometimes disturbs people. Even the PDM, people get money for PDM, they buy pigs, they buy goats, chicken, they are stolen. And you find the policemen are colluding with they arrest people, release them, even the judiciary. You, the leader, should not accept this in your areas. Don't accept any policeman who is not very strict with the thieves. Any thief who steals properties of the villagers must go to jail and stay there and pay for what he stole before he comes out. Be very strict. Don't play around. So that is the number one. Peace and security. The number two, development. Meaning development of social infrastructure, like schools and health centers, the details which they put there, and also economic infrastructure. They are all there in the manifesto. The roads, the railway, the airways, they are all covered. Development covers infrastructure mainly, economic infrastructure, and social infrastructure. So that is number 2. Number 3 is wealth creation. You, the leaders, you should really know that to strengthen the NRM more and durably, you must do what we in the student movement did in the 1960s when we started the campaign in the cattle corridor. That's why I used to invite you to come to Raichtura. Because that cattle corridor, the people were very, very backward. They were nomadic, poor houses and so on. They had cows, but they had no value. But when we analyzed it and we saw what the problem was, I've written about all this, how we fought their nomadism, and then when they settled down, we guided them on the enterprise of dairy. The cattle corridor now is quite prosperous, in spite of the infrastructure not being so good. If you go to Ngoma, the infrastructure is not so good, but people have money there, cars and so on. They can show you that money in Ngoma, Matongo. Show them briefly, if you have it. On the screen.
Mazina ningi joji matongo owangoma mgugu tuhano gwataka tu ntaha mama gwanje ndi murisa mte mujya kureba nuko itandikira tatakanda nete bakuya talobo ntagwakidana nirisa zakanya nagura mataka nicaye nazo zamparira utwenda zashubitiza abana bihereze naturu kabanza Munyankore naija nahindura kumwata ngo ncungu nukuzahanye nanjye natunga ati zungu zo nisumute.
On our farm, we collect over 900 liters of milk per day, and a liter costs 800 shillings, which is approximately 21 million per month.
Now there, you are looking at transformation. These people, when we started with them in the 1960s, they were like our Karamojong people. The way you see the Karamojong now, that's how they were. But when we persuaded them to settle down, and we had to, there's a way we did it, and then we had to solve the issue of what enterprise can they do that will give them income. Now you see how they are. They have money, they have built very good houses, as you can see. That girl is a university graduate, so and she studied on private sponsorship. So if you say you are a leader and you say Nkulakulana, Donglobo, Apol, but you don't talk about Obugaga, Obugeiga, Obuguda, Lonyo, of the people. Not just one rich man in the village. All the villagers must have income. some money. Let's be very clear about this. This is where even the political problems come from that. If people get out of poverty, I will show you Ijara. I like Ijara so much.